I didn't bring my new corkscrew, and it's called Shitty Wine Memes. So good.
Why am I so dark?
Because you're tan.
I'm in a shadow. No, I'm in a shadow.
Well, then lean forward.
Okay. And then my knees hit. Okay, are we live?
Yeah.
And we're sure it's okay? All right. Welcome everybody to Somm versus Dumm round 2, where I remain dumb and she remains a Somm.
I do.
Yeah. So I've got a fun wine. I picked it entirely based on the label. Again, it was super cute, and I opened it up and it smelled very strong. I can't remember what it smelled like, but I'll revisit that in a second.
Too.
Yeah, I think this wine is going to have some character for sure.
We're always missing something every episode, so this time our mics weren't charged, and last time I didn't have a blindfold, but this time I do, so I genuinely can't see, so you really have to hand me stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to show the people back home the label. How cool is that? And then I'm going to pour Aryn a glass.
We promise that we'll do monthly next.
We make no promises. We're completely inconsistent, and that's part of our brand. There you go.
At least, you know what? Okay, fine.
Yeah, we try. We'll try. We promise you we will try.
Oh, this one. Ooh. Oh.
Do you know what it is already?
Like, I did drink a lot of, I think I drink a lot of this.
It's very strong, don't you think?
Yeah.
What is that smell?
Well, I get like a lot of, so right off the bat, like I genuinely can't see. Obviously a blind, you'd usually be able to at least see the color. I get a lot of bruised strawberry off of this right off the bat. Like strawberry jam almost. I don't get, not raspberry, but specifically strawberry. Yeah.
I don't smell, it smells like swamp water and a bit of mud. I don't know. No,
he
not
loves
swamp.
Natural wine.
Not swamp, but definitely smells, is it a natural smell?
But you know what? Translation, when you say swamp water and like a water something, or like, what did you say? What was the other one? Mud?
Mud.
That's minerality.
Okay,
like,
fair.
technically, right? Because like if you smell water, that's minerals. That's minerals, Marie.
I just tasted it and you're going to be mad because guess what I did before I got here?
Oh, you just had this? What?
No,
Oh,
I said,
gum!
No, I brushed my teeth.
Oh my
I brushed
God,
my teeth.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's so bad at this. Okay.
So it probably will impact the flavor. So I better drink some more. Aryn's doing all sorts of stuff. I'm going to mimic her.
I'm just swirling it, but again, I can tell that you didn't fill it too high this time, which is good.
Am I supposed to fill it too more?
No, because when we fill it too high, I can't swirl it.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
swirl it.
You're not splashing it all over yourself, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'm dressed for it.
Why are we swirling?
So swirling it is gonna bring a little bit of air. So I mean, okay, so you're a bourbon lover, right? Let's chat about that. Basically aerating, or like they say aerating, but when you swirl it, you're adding more more oxygen into the wine and opening it up the same way that you would put a couple drops of good water into a whiskey.
Yeah. Okay.
So it softens everything up without putting an ice cube in it. Like we don't want to dilute the wine because it's not 40+% alcohol.
Fair.
We don't have.
You don't know what I picked. It might have been
40+% wine. I'll buy that. I would. But when you do the swirl, you're opening everything up. And a trick that I'm doing too is that I smell with my mouth slightly open, so it's like the olfactory. I always screw that up.
I don't think I can do that.
Maybe you've deviated.
No, I did it.
But you can taste it a little bit through the air.
It does feel weird to open my mouth and breathe through my nose.
Well, I can't see you, but
I'm making a weird. I'm like,
I'm praying you're not slack-jawed right now.
I am definitely slack, and all of a sudden I'm cross-eyed. Oh yeah, we're crunching it.
Crunching it. He's already a Somm, guys. He called the wine crunchy. He's already a Somm. I drink this.
Is that a word?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know it's a word for wine.
I had was this in the fridge or did you grab the one that was on the shelf?
On the shelf.
Okay, because I was like, this isn't not 2 degrees.
Not frigerated.
Okay.
No. It's.
I've drank this like very recently.
Is it dry? Would you consider this dry? Yeah.
This is very, very dry. It's still very fruit forward. That's the thing. Don't forget, folks, dry doesn't mean that there's no fruit. It's still a fermented beverage made of grapes. So you should still be able to smell and taste fruit. Even if it's a very herbaceous, the very savory wine, there still should be fruit or else it's faulty.
Now, I don't know if I'm just basing this on the color or if it's all in my head, but fruity, I'm thinking blackberries, something like that.
You're getting blackberries? I'm getting so much here's something to help you out. We split berries a lot between blackberries, like black fruit, and red fruit.
Yeah.
So like for example, Grenache gets called out for a lot of red fruit, red currant, like red cherries, things like that. And then Cab Sauv, for example, gets a lot of blackberry, bramble, black currant, etc. So like I'm getting more red fruit, but you're getting more black fruit on this one. See? I don't know. Can I at least do a color guess?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I think this is a dark rosé.
No.
Or a light red.
I don't
know what counts.
I don't know. I would consider this.
Is it red?
Oh, it's definitely red. I would consider this a dark red to me. That's why I said based on the color, I'm thinking blackberries.
This is dark red? Wow.
And rich in minerality.
Okay.
I made that up.
Well, that's the other thing too. I drink so much dark rosé, like the Rosalana and stuff like that, that to me I'm like, oh, it tastes light. It tastes really light.
It's got a very clean finish. Can someone just come in the store? Yeah. We'll be right back.
This looks so...
You're right. Yeah, I actually drank my sample, so now
more
from the internet. One more?
Yes.
But yours is almost like half full. Well, maybe not half. Right.
Fine.
Fine, you can have more.
This is my grandmother's like silk scarf.
Oops, I spilled a little. Oh yeah.
Help!
There you are.
Just so everyone knows, we have tin fish candles from the original Tin Fish brand at the store, and I'm buying all of them myself.
That was the interruption. Tin fish candles. Who knew?
Oh my god, I knew.
She's very excited about the candles.
So these are I knew it was a red, but I was like, this tastes okay. So I know. So from what you're saying, it's dark. The thing for me is that I drink a lot of like tannic dark rosés, so not sweet dark rosés or like particularly fruity dark rosés, and this gives me the same vibe as my dark rosés with a lot of tannin. So the natural next step that I'm going to here is that this is probably Cab Franc, because I drink a lot of Cab Franc as well, and I know that we have a few of them, and if it's dark but it still has these like tannic kind of light herbaceous like mineral whatever things going on. So I don't get a lot of green notes out of it though, which would have been a giveaway, but it really like just as something I drink a lot, it feels Cab Franc-y. But
I don't think it's I don't think it's a Cab Franc because it says something else on this label.
Okay, then it's probably
but I don't know if that's just another name for Cab Franc. Want me to give you a hint?
There's only I'll tell you.
Okay.
There's only one other name for Cab Franc for the stuff that we have out there, and it's Chinon.
It is not Chinon.
S-H-I, yeah, and it would have like, yeah. So no, it's not that.
No. Actually, look, it has notes on it. You want me to read you what it says? There's like 4 words.
Just the 4 words that there's.
Okay, these 2 are down because, like, I mean, vibrant. What does that mean?
Nothing.
Yeah, vibrant is just a throwaway word. This wine is vibrant.
So let's translate that quick. Vibrant to me just means there's a lot of characteristics, but ideally your wine is vibrant.
Yeah,
like you didn't even release it. It's like, oh, it's good. As an opposite, it's pretty good.
They were gonna say bland, but they went with vibrant. Yeah, it's not bland.
Bright means acidity.
Here's another throwaway word. Rounded. Like, come on, rounded. Well, okay.
Okay, I'll tell you why rounded at least helps a little bit. If you've had really high acid white wine, which you have, but you don't because of your heartburn. But like, if you've had a Sauvignon Blanc, I wouldn't describe that as round, right? Like, it's kind of prickly.
Okay.
It's sharp. It's kind of high acidity. So we use the term bright when something's really high acid.
Sure. Okay.
Rounded is them praying that you think that this is lush and like full body.
But
not full body, but
little side note, Aryn just touched on it. Most wines I can't drink. I have an immediate allergic reaction to it. Everything Aryn has brought in, all these natural wines, I have no reaction. I can actually drink. So she is actually introducing me to wine, which I'd given up on for the last 20 years because every time I drank it, I felt like I was going to die. So thank you. Yeah. But that's why I am also completely dumb about wine. But
hey, if bourbon and whiskey hurt me, I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, but bourbon and whiskey is never going to hurt anybody. It's basically the nectar of the gods.
It's going to hold you softly.
So, oh my God, I have to say, okay,
what's the other word?
I'm going to give you the 3rd word, but the 4th word just proves that I am not as dumb as I think.
Okay.
Juicy is the other word. I think that's legit. I think that's a legit description.
But that's the thing, knowing the other wines that we have, that I'm always comparing. That's the other problem with Somms. We're always comparing to everything we just drank. I don't think this is very juicy.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
I find this to be structured and mineral driven, and there is a fruitiness to it on the nose. But I've had juicy. And this is not. Like, I drink Lambrusco.
Really? Okay.
Lambrusco to me is juicy.
Is juicy?
Yeah.
Okay. The last descriptive term on the bottle, which gets me a gold star, dark berries.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
I said blackberries. Pretty sure I said that.
Yeah.
And this is where you edit it.
I know.
Blackberry. Yeah, see?
This is where I could actually. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's the thing too, is that right off the bat, I got strawberry jam, and it was so specifically like wild strawberry skins. But that doesn't necessarily, like, nobody's necessarily wrong. But I am getting like blackberry as I go back in. But it's also
Because
people say something.
Yes, of course.
But the other thing I think too is that I'm so curious, and why I'm actually wearing a blindfold and not going, oh, it's okay, I can look at it, is that it makes me wonder if you say black fruit right off the bat because you can physically see the wine.
Fair.
Whereas I'm like
100%.
looking at it, I'm smelling it, and I'm really
It
trying to go off
literally
nothing.
is the color, I would say, of like a
Recent.
blackberry
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Like the dark
Yeah.
skin.
Super, super dark. It's a nice
Yeah.
looking wine. All right, so you
Oh!
said.
Sorry. I have an idea.
Okay. Are you ready to make a determination?
Is this the Chinalino? Is this the piggy?
There is a pig on it.
Yeah! I was like, it is Cab Franc. It's Cab
Is it?
Franc and Merlot. It's a Tuscan. It's a super Tuscan. It's from Italy.
St. John. No, St. John.
Oh,
St. John of Claret
dang!
from Bordeaux.
Who's-
You were so confident
Who's
too.
buying piggy wines?
There is a piggy. There's definitely a piggy.
I'm buying a lot of piggy wines right now.
I like this wine. Like I could drink this wine.
So, okay, little history lesson. St. John, for those who don't know,
Bordeaux.
they're a restaurant. They're an extremely famous restaurant from the UK, actually. They've been around since 1994. Fergus Henderson, the chef, and Trevor Gulliver? No, Trevor Gulliver. Oh wow, I really hope I said that right. I met him. Anyway, they run St. John, which has had a Michelin star since I was a kid, and he coined nose to tail dining. So like that fame, like the whole
dining.
well, yeah, like nose to tail cooking. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But like the whole idea of like popularizing offcuts and stuff like that, and serving liver and like using fish heads and stuff like that. He says he doesn't like it. But all this to say, they were dead set on having a table wine, and they've worked with Trevor specifically has worked with a lot of wineries. So this is the table wine that they made their own house wine for the restaurant.
So I would say if someone served me a fish head, I'd be very grateful for this wine. Yeah, because I feel like this fish head sucks. Thank you for the wine.
Google Stargazy pie.
Yeah.
Like it's called Stargazy pie. I'll let you do it. But a claret, so for anyone who wants to know, a claret, this term is like an old school, I want to say old school because we don't really use the term as much anymore. It's an old school term for a Bordeaux blend.
Okay.
So it's like it's a mix of different Bordeaux wines in this bottle. At least I know that they've been working with this winemaker, and whose name has completely escaped me because my recall is a mess. But he's been making this wine for at least 20 years.
But if I were to give this a rating out of 5, I would easily give this a 4.
Yeah.
It's a good wine. It's really nice.
So it's a Cab Sauv, a Cab Franc, a Merlot, and a Malbec.
Holy, it's rounded.
Yeah.
What
So but that's the thing. I don't find this to be full-bodied for Bordeaux. There's
Really?
definitely heavier stuff.
It's not terribly complex, but I would say it's
No.
it's got a nice clean finish.
Yep.
The dryness is sort of sitting in my upper gums a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, and that's the thing. Claret is a table wine.
Okay.
So they don't want it to be. It's not supposed to be like
Not supposed to blow you away. Yeah.
It's supposed to be like put it on the table, have it with
Drink it
friends.
with your dinner and your fish heads.
And your fish heads. And your fish heads. And your organ meat.
Yum.
It's called offal, but not because it's awful. Okay, you guys. Anyway.
All right, we doing the next one?
Yeah, and hopefully the mics are charged. Let's check this out. Okay. Lordy. Who's a shorty? Me. Let's see if this works. Oh, and it blends right in. Well, no. Wait, one sec. Do you want to sit further in?
Oh yeah.
You're like last.
There
He's
we go.
last. All right, round 2.
Back in frame.
Off camera, Steve was just asking if I would get upset if he would throw me off really hard. Just a disclaimer, I don't test myself on blind tasting, and I haven't in a really long time. I used to be really crazy at it. Maybe I should do it more often when I'm doing these things, but I want to be genuine. I don't want to have just like, oh, I just spent all week testing myself on the wines that I personally already tasted and bought.
Yeah, this is.
So no, I want to do it. This is more fun.
Because I think you'll probably know right away what I've done.
Really? That's how you're.
I think it's pretty out in left field, but I'm pulling It is a nod to your recent successes and
Sake. Are you actually?
No, I'm not. Well, shit.
Of course, I'm gonna tell the difference between sake and wine. Are you
That's
crazy?
Can't wait. That take a sip.
Okay,
of
that I know.
But it's not just any sake.
It's sparkling sake.
It's what?
Is it sparkling?
No, well that would be too easy. Yeah.
What do you mean?
See? I just smelled an empty glass.
Oh, this is the matcha UMESHU.
Yeah, it is. Okay? Like, yeah, that's what it is. It is.
He said he was gonna throw me a curveball, but I'll tell you
I
what.
wanted her to go, oh, it's very grapey and whatever, but no.
No. I can at the very least, I can tell you it's not, but I'm gonna.
That is strangely sweet and
Oh, UMESHU is sweet.
yeah.
I'm definitely pronouncing it like a monster and a white person, but like, yeah, UMESHU. It's plum liqueur.
So is that what it is?
Yeah.
With matcha?
With matcha, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Plum,
that makes sense. It's very
plum,
plummy.
plum also to me always comes off like bubblegum.
You can probably take your I was gonna say.
Anyway, this
You
stuff,
got it.
This stuff is delicious, by the way.
Really
We get
is.
it from Metropolitan Wine and Sake, but yeah, I use it in everything, like margaritas, whatever.
It's so thick and green.
It's so thick
It
and green.
literally looks like a vegetable smoothie.
Also, jokes on Steve, I drink green tea like once or twice a day.
There. Okay.
So it's
I just thought if someone was
Yeah.
preparing in their mind for a wine of any kind and then I threw this at you, you would have been messed up. But I gave you too many.
You did, but
cues.
also on top of that, I just did an exam where I did blind taste sake.
Well, that's
Like-
why I threw it in there. That's why I thought, let's see
Yeah,
how recent it is. It's actually really good.
it's good for you.
Do we use this in cocktails?
Yep.
Yeah, I would think so.
I didn't buy more recently. I don't know.
We don't have this for sale. You can't buy it from us. You can't.
It was kind of it's not that. It's just like it was kind of expensive, and you said you wanted a little break.
Don't tell the people that I'm cheap.
No, you're not. I think we all know you're not. But I take if anyone's taking the credit card for a ride, it's me all the time. Yeah.
I know it's you.
He told me to slow down the other day. So.
This is actually like, I would like this without the matcha a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the matcha just adds texture, not a lot of flavor.
Oh, it's like, trust me, if you had just UMESHU, this tastes more like matcha. Like,
oh, really?
The sweetness is the only thing that's
yeah.
going through. To me, there's a little bit of that like plummy note. That woman looked like really mad that your bike was there, but also like get out of the way.
Yeah.
What was it? No, it's really matcha-y. But you don't drink a lot of.
I don't drink any matcha.
I eat like a matcha ice cream, matcha mochi, matcha. Yeah, I'm a matcha fiend.
It's not that I don't like it. I don't think I've actually tried it.
We have real ladies.
A little thing. It's mostly just on how to use it and the different. There's different techniques you can use. Ideally, you chill the glass and it's nice and cold. So when you heat up the thing, it pulls nice. It pulls the smoke really, really quickly.
Do I look
2
strong?
seconds there.
Yeah, that's the big thing in Aruba. Anyway.
Oh, I bet that's a. All right, you're in big trouble with
This
this
man
one.
thought making fun of me for UMESHU was
You're
enough.
never gonna get this one.
Oh my god. It better be something that we're selling.
Something what?
That we're selling a lot of. Choose something that's good.
Yeah, it seems to be. I think this. I'm gonna describe this as a summer wine.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. Aim for something that I can push for the season. The CLARET people already love. Someone bought 6 of them the other day. Didn't you see that?
Did they?
Yeah. People
Oh.
like to buy cases from me. I don't know what their goal is here. I'm like, if you want to buy a case, like, don't you know you can just buy? That's my favorite sound in the whole world.
Is your blindfold on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I managed to grab my glass of wine with it on, though, which is crazy.
All right. Listen to this. That's your favorite sound. Listen to this sound.
That's my other favorite.
Oh, this is a beautiful looking.
Oh my god, damn.
Yeah.
So wait, well, okay, you know what's funny? That already gave me a hint
Okay.
because you didn't know what it looked like before you poured it.
No, I
Which
didn't.
means it's got a green bottle.
It's
got a dark bottle.
You're right. It's in a
Yeah.
dark bottle.
Huh?
In a dark bottle.
This is how, yeah. And this is called active listening, folks. And guess what? ADHD does not handle
What do you,
active
if you
listening.
had to hazard a guess, what's on the label?
Oh,
based
so
on my choices of bottles so far.
I mean, like some sort of cartoon or something silly. But I don't have anything with dark glass that's very silly right now.
This, the name of it makes me think it's some sort of Star Wars wine.
Oh shit, that's a lot to think about.
Or maybe Lord of the Rings. I'm already drinking.
Don't Lord of the Rings me.
Oh my god! You know what?
I love Lord
This wine immediately made me think of Belgian beer.
Okay, so like wait, you have to help me again. Like Cantillon, like
Oh my god! It tastes like a Belgian beer. Yeah.
Yeah, like those wheat beers with like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what this is?
No, not yet.
But it's got
I
that.
have a few like this. This is why I'm like fuck.
It's certainly got that.
I do know what this is, but now I'm
You
pissed
should.
because I'm gaslighting myself. I drink this a lot as well. Well, I drink all the wines that we bring in a lot.
It looks like there's like sediment and floaties. There's I would say I call this a summer wine. I would say this is like a sit outside, hot sunny
This is
day.
the FODOR.
Well, God.
This wine is so unique. I can't, like, even if you didn't give me the glass, so this wine's from Serbia. This is the most.
I wouldn't even know this was a wine, to be honest.
It's the most untouchable. Like, everything Oscar Maurer's has done. Oscar Maurer. I'm an Oscar Maurer wiener, okay?
Oscar Maurer wiener.
Like, it's crazy. By the way, if you've never played with Serbian wine before, when I was the Somm at Poisson Bleu, I had an orange wine from him called the Aryn, and it was crazy. People ordered it. I think it was around $80 a bottle. People would order it and saw the other table get it and went, I just want that.
Fair.
Like, they didn't even.
That's what I said. It's a beautiful looking wine. It literally looks kind of like an orange, like a beer, an amber.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Cheers to that, by the way. I was like, no. I was like, wait a minute.
So you nailed the sake, but I guess you said that was pretty low hanging fruit. That was matcha and plum and sake.
Yeah.
No.
Well, when you said the Star Wars Lord, okay, when you said Lord of the Rings, I wasn't sure,
Well,
but
'cause I'm
Star Wars,
Mordor.
was like, yeah, for sure, yeah, Mordor
Frodo.
or FODOR, yeah, exactly. But yeah, his wines are absolutely spectacular. This is very fruit forward, still dry,
Super clean. Like I always anything I drink that I like. I hate it when it leaves like something coating your mouth or it just there's a clean finish.
clean finish,
Done.
no oily,
No.
nothing.
There's a little something in the back of my roof of my mouth at the very, very back, but not a lot.
Yeah, and he's using Bolas Riesling and Gresha, which is like,
Those are made up words.
these are made up words according to, but it's just a different language.
Fair.
He's from the woods. So
I'm
no
not.
worries.
Is it Slovakian? Slovenian? What are we?
No, this is Serbian.
Serbian? I'm not Serbian either. Or Slovenian.
But also, so yeah, like the two Serbian, I can pretty much just get Maurer so far. I would love to see more Serbian wine. But Azra Wines, that we get a lot of our wines from, he and I, the guy who runs it, have twin palates. Everything he's ever bought is what I would, it's unfortunate.
Geographically speaking, Serbia is just opposite Greece and Italy, are they not?
Yeah, so like when you look at these places, especially like Slovenia is basically an extension off the top mountains of Italy. And like, geography doesn't know where our political lines are. Like, it doesn't matter.
It's very similar, right?
So,
the Mediterranean's there, the mountains are there, the dryness is there.
The climate is
there,
perfect. The climate is beautiful. It makes beautiful wine. I love Slovenian wine. I love Serbian wine.
I have a Dom question.
Yeah,
for you.
let's go.
Why is it orange?
Oh, okay. So yeah, of course. I think this is our first orange wine, because last time we did in rosé and everything. So orange wine predates white wine by thousands of years. White wine is definitely a more modern invention. Essentially, when we figured out that we didn't have to macerate the white wines on its skins, because usually before, basically, like Georgian wine's a great example. The earliest states of wine, we just threw grapes into a pot and buried them, which is like how we made kimchi and how we made sauerkraut and you know what I mean?
Everything fermented.
We bury things in pots and we throw them underground. It's our favorite thing to do. That's how we do it.
And we forget about them, come back and we're holy.
And it's global.
Yeah.
It's global. Korea, Georgia, like we all do this. Germans, just to do that. So for thousands of years, this was white wine. So we took the white grapes, we threw them in. We probably blended all the time too, because it was just like, make the wine. There's no oh, red wine or orange wine or rosé.
Yeah, back then, because life was tough and you wanted to get drunk as fast as possible.
Yes, but also it was super watered down and not that alcoholic. So like the Romans, they were supposed to drink like, oh, don't quote me exactly, but it's something abhorrent. It was like 1.5 to like 3 liters a day.
Of wine.
Yeah, but because they were going to war.
Yeah.
So the logic was like, you know what? If you're going to get your soldiers to fight, they might as well be absolutely cranked up because if they're wasted,
what could go wrong?
They'll just not feel anything and keep fighting and maybe not pay attention to politicians.
Just go to sleep. I would just literally
or
like,
go to
I'm
bed.
going to miss the war.
They're like, Steve's over there.
He's over there sleeping.
Steve of the Roman times. Yeah. But yeah, so what we did is eventually we pulled the skins off to make what they consider to be, it's a more Western move, I think. Westernized, like more elegant style of wine. So we pulled the skins off probably around the industrial era.
You're telling me they de-skin grapes?
De-skin. So skin contact, orange, these are all, and amber are all the same terms. Skin contact's just kind of, for us, it's like if you grow up, it's not a big deal to call it skin contact, but people don't like the term. So often people would just say orange. And when they say orange, there's no more oranges in your orange wine than there are roses in your rosé, which is what I say all the time. So yeah, it's just because it tends to have this like grapefruity, tangerine, pomelo. There's a lot of orange smells that come out of it. Honeysuckle, whatever.
But the color is because they kept the skins on.
Yeah, and the color is because they kept the skins on.
So this would have been a white grape originally?
Yes.
Or a green?
Yeah. It would have been a white grape, but some white grapes have different color variations.
You mean Aryn shaking her
Yeah. Riesling has like a green tinge, so it doesn't usually get this dark. But like Gewürztraminer looks like a Macintosh apple a lot of the time. So even though it's a white wine, if you put it on skins, it'll turn like a pinkish orange color. But all this to say that, hey, that's what it is. All this to say, this is not a new invention. That's the thing that everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah.
Is they're like, oh, orange wine is new. It's just back.
Interesting.
So we brought back a lot of really like with
just
the natural
like bell bottoms.
Yeah. Or barrel leg jeans. I don't know if you guys got those back in the day. I think they're cute. We'll see. I don't have any skinny jeans anymore, so.
You have the mom jeans that come up to here.
I do have those. Yeah. I have those. I wore them last episode, and I'm never doing it again on film. That I learned that. I was like, you know what? When I'm standing up straight, it's cool, but when I'm sitting down, what a nightmare. Straight up. Bad move. But yeah, so orange wine is not new. It's just there's a resurgence, at least in the last 20 years plus. At least for us in Ontario, we're behind all the time. By like 5 to 6 years.
Not us, a split tree cocktail company. No way.
The orange wine is coming back with natural wine and stuff like this. Natural wine's not a new trend. It's just us giving back to that like older form of making wine and like taking out all the weird additives and making, instead of bodacious and, apothic red, which is like 10% juice. It's the fruité of the wine world. We're making real juice that's just rotten grapes in a glass. Again.
Now you know.
And now you know. Just drink your rotten grapes. Don't do all the additives. Otherwise you'll get heartburn like Steve. And then you'll never drink wine again. Yeah, or die.
It's true. Or wish you were dead.
He's more likely to die from heartburn from wine than on his motorcycle.
It's true. True story. I don't think those stats will hold up, but I'll go with it. Nailed it.
All right, nailed it. Yeah. Anyway, first try Fridays, first try Wednesdays. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us again. We will be back. I know that we said no promises on the scheduling, but it would be nice.
We'll do our best.
We're faster now.
Yeah. We did a great job.
Some of us blinded in one move.
Yeah. How many views?